Hello, welcome back. This is continuation of the label printing, and in this demo, we want to quickly show you how the rule-based label format will be printed. So I am using a rule for FG2 item. It should print the LPN JOT ZPL. ZPL stand for the zebra printer. Now, whereas in the LPN as a label type, we have a barcode label format as a default format, which will automatically print. We don't need a rule. I need a rule because that Zebra printer or this particular format LPN.ZPL is not a default format. So let me quickly show you the default format screen. What is the current setup and why do we need a rule? So I go to this label format. I use type is LPN. This is for format. So as you see, the software actually is a default, and I'm using this will never be used unless I create a rule, because this system is always pick the default format for printing. Rules are required when you don't want default to be printed, but you want a specific one to be printed. So I have set the rule for FG2, so I'm going to receive a particular PO now. So this is the 6049 is the purchase order number. Line number 2 is actually for FG2, so I'm going to generate control G to generate the LPN number 82A. Let's put the quantity as 1 and go to the next item. But at this point, the generation of LPN business process has already triggered, so it should be our label should be there in the queue. So let's go ahead and analyze it. So now I found that where is that search button. Go to inquiry and then go to label request. Here you can find all your request, and oh, still it's showing lpn.lwl. It should be FG2 item. Let's analyze what's is wrong here. LPN82A. Yeah, this is right, LPN, but why it did not pick? I still picking LPN.LW software. So we have to analyze and see what's wrong in my setup. Let's do the analysis. Okay, so I was just testing this and I'm able to get the LPN.ZPL now, and I still I'll explain what fix I have applied. So this is for LPN 84. I actually went ahead and created an LPN here 84, and then I just checking whether ZPL is coming or not. So it's now working. So what I have done, probably there was some rule issue. So I went ahead and searched for, okay, I already have this window open. This is my WMS rule. I just requery this is the old one. So I'll requery LPN ZPL. I remove the condition, and then I leave this thing, and I know that ZPL is not a default. All right, so any item you receive, this is what will print. So eventually it proves that it look at the rule, and if rules are there, then it will pick the Z LPN.ZPL. Now if I just disable this rule for now and I save it, let's run the generate rule kind of program. Okay, I'm gonna run this. Oh, sorry. Sorry. I run this submit. Okay, let this run parallelly. And now I have disabled, so by default there is no rule, so it will take the default one. Default one is LWL software, so I can just go ahead and try a transaction. So I can F2 to ignore. Okay, PO number 6049. Line number 2, any item actually. So I'm going to do control G. Before that I want to see whether this program is completed normal. Okay, let this complete and then we can generate. Okay, this got completed, and you can also see is or have to refresh. This is the previous screen. um, for label format. Okay, this is disabled now, so great. So it's a good time to generate. So let's do control G. and enter 85A. Let's go to the rule history. You can go label request. This is where you can see the history. Find it. Say it's reverted to LWL, and when I scroll down, I can see 85A. So this 85A is generated from this screen and it's gone to Loftware. And when I tweak this rule, I'll just enable this rule jetpl and save it. Let's run the same program one more time. Generate. I flip the rule. I turn on the rule now. So I'm expecting this rule to take the priority and override the default setting which is there. So this also proves that format rules are required when you have more than one format under a label type. Otherwise, it's not mandatory, it's optional. So I have enabled the rule. I'm running the generate all rules program. So I think this will complete and then we can regenerate. So I'm going to refresh. Let's ignore this transaction, F2. Okay, so let's wait for the program to complete. Okay, it's completed normal. This is enabled, so I'll try again. Go to PO number 6049, try line number 2 and do control G 686A. Let's see this 86A. Let's find it. You see the JetPL is coming and its LPN generation is successful, and you can also see when you go down you'll see the format lpn.lwl, and you can also see here at LPN 86A the organization assigned is BW1. Two variables are assigned and it's completed. It's a successful here. It's a printer name and all that we have already discussed earlier. So basically we are using the rule to switch the label format. So try different scenario in your case and you will get it. So anyway, thank you very much, and this is the concluding video on label format. So with the help of these 4 or 5 videos you should be able to comprehend the label format rules. So thank you very much for watching all of these.